G'day everyone. How are we this evening? Hope we are all well. I'm doing a little bit of a catch up with everybody to see how everybody's doing and shoot the breeze, talk a little bit about Chris Watts, a few things that I've noticed hey Matt, how's it going, sweater? A few things that I've noticed a few people have been mentioning on channels and stuff. So instead of going on their channel and voicing my opinion, I thought, why not just do it on my own channel? At least then if anyone tries to use my content, I can say it was mine. Hey Bubsy, how you doing, sweetheart? Um, yes, I thought, okay, we'll start off with what I've been up to this week, which isn't a lot. Well, for the last few days since I was last live, I haven't been up to much, to be totally honest with all of you guys. I'm feeling a little bit down and out, but whatever doesn't break me always makes me stronger, as they say. And yeah. Okay, we're going to do the Chris Watts stuff to get that out the way. All right, there's a few people that are saying that there was a blue bag located in Chris's house that had Nicole Kessinger's clothing in it. Now, let's say that it did. All right. How would her clothing have got there if she only supposedly visited twice? Okay, once when she was dropping him off and he had to pick something up or some shit like that. Okay. Oh, yes, I will do. It happened yesterday, Bubsy, but I will. So what happened is the fact that, so there was a bag in the house that belonged to Nicole Kessinger that had her clothes and all that sort of shit in it. But if she only stayed there twice, why? And she only visited. Oh, sorry, I just don't know why I highlighted that. She only visited twice. She didn't stay there or anything like that. But her clothes were at the house. Now, the thing I find very interesting in regards to that, one, how did we know for an absolute fact that that was Nicole Kessinger's clothes? Because at the end of the day, if Chris had admitted that those in that bag, those clothes belonged to Nicole, why didn't the police go back to her and question, why were your clothes in that house when you claim you've only been there twice? That's what really confuses me. Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, though, that's a rumor. So what I'm saying is, if she's told the police that she only went there twice, all right. So what I'm going to say is that if there's a rumor circulating around about her staying in the basement, why haven't they gone back and questioned her again and said, we have heard on the grapevine, Miss Kessinger, or whatever your stupid new name is, we have reason to believe that you were in that house more than twice and you actually stayed over. What do you think? Why do you think it was necessary to lie to us by saying that you're only there at the house for a visit twice? Once to help him with his, what were they? His, those point thingies he had to work out, So, what was it? It was his, what were those points he was trying to tally up to see how many he could have, or I want to say calories, but it wasn't calories. Macros. Yes, I do think she was very heavily involved because as other channels have mentioned, I'm obviously, hey Lavender Blue, how are you? Is that, hang on, macros, thank you. I just got it then, yeah, like macros. Thank you. It comes down to that I believe she was heavily involved for the simple fact that the way that her phone pinged the morning of the murders, and it was never brought into question. Why did your phone ping? If you were nowhere near the house that time, why did your phone ping? Why is it that why are there, hey, Bethy Cakes, welcome, darling. There are so many things out there that don't make sense. Like I said, they didn't question her about why her phone pinged at that time. They didn't question at the fact that, you know, or say anything about the fact that, oh, what else was it that her phone pinged? She didn't clock into work, but she clocked out. Or did she in fact go to work at all? Or did she get someone just to, clock her out, but they, too busy checking themselves in, then they forgot to check her in. But yeah, I just think, and the fact that she was really tired and really sick, when she was getting interviewed and all that sort of shit. And I've said this on several lives beforehand. The way that when she was getting interviewed, when before this recent video of her interview got released, there was this other one where she's got sleeves down to the palms of her hands, and she is holding on to that bottle so tight and gripping it and all that kind of shit. But then when she leaves, she puts the bottle between her pointer finger and her middle finger, and then uses her thumb to move it forward towards the police officer. Now, the police officer grabbing the bottle had no choice but to grab it in the same way he did. So straight away it was cross-contamination. Even though she wasn't seen as a suspect, that bottle had cross-contamination because of the police officers touching the bottle after her. So that one couldn't have been fingerprinted. Her DNA, I'm so ashamed to admit this. I don't know if you could have got her fingerprint analysis from, or, just if you can get like the DNA and stuff like that. But if you've got nothing to match it with, it's very difficult to be able to say there's no fingerprints to match with the DNA. Because I can guarantee it, she wouldn't have been willing to give a DNA sample at all, considering that she was told on several occasions she wasn't seen as a suspect, she was seen as a victim. I'm sorry, but the only people that are victims in this is Shanann, Bella, Cece, and unfortunately unborn Nico. That's my opinion. It's pretty fucked up. And then when you see the interview, like the fact that I was told that around the time these interviews took place, it was in August, so I don't know exactly what the weather is like in August in Colorado, because I'm based in Australia, so I don't know. And especially considering the fact that the weather, regardless, like say 1 year August can be, say, warm, and then the following year it could be cold. So I can ask, say, Robbie, but I don't want to bother him about what the weather was like back then. But you got to keep in mind that was 3 years ago. I seriously doubt that he's going to remember. And plus there was rain. But the thing is, though, if you watch her in that interview where she's wearing the striped top, looking all jailbird-like, she is constantly pulling her sleeves down to cover the base of her palm. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? It makes me feel like she had something to hide. And people are saying that she had this big bald spot where she may have had hair ripped out. Whether that's true or not. If that was true, I'm sorry, but where's the hair that was pulled out? And also I was watching, as I do, I was watching Forensic Files the other night on YouTube, good old YouTube. And there was this particular episode where this woman was killed, and they were saying about how she was found in a fetal position with her legs like curled up to her chest. Now, keep in mind, they also said that for someone to to be seen, found after they have passed away in such a manner, like after they've been murdered, to be found in such a position like that, they would have been having to be held in something for a few days before they were moved to the final spot, the second to last spot where they were laid to rest, before they were laid to rest. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree with you there, Bubsy. Agree. But like I said, so this woman, she was kept in like a ice chest or something. And because her legs were crunched up, that's the only way they could have fit her in. Now, I'm starting to think that Shanann was killed before she was found, so to speak, also, because you've got to keep in mind that I think it was Nicole Kessinger, Camel Toe, who actually had a friend who looked a lot like Shanann. So I'm starting to think, did Shanann actually even make it in the door that night? And the footage that we see on the doorbell camera doesn't coincide with what Chris has said in the interview when he was at the house. He goes, "Oh, the doorbell camera picks up from here, but when Shanann's coming home that night, she's further away from when he stood," and said this is where the doorbell camera picks up. So what footage? Who picked up that footage of Shanann halfway down the driveway before she even got to the door for the camera to actually pick up on her walking to the door? And do we know for a fact that was her, considering the fact that when Chris said the last thing she was wearing was, and it was completely different from what she was found in? So very, very, very strange. And the fact, like I said, I would love to know what the weather was like on that particular day where Camel Toe was actually being interviewed, and find out, okay, so this particular day she's wearing like a skin tight, and I mean skin tight fucking top. But yet when she's getting interviewed, when her dad is present, which I still find very weird why he was there, she was wearing like a loose fitting, but still long sleeve top. She just had the part that sits on the forearm. She had that part tucked up, and she was showing a little bit of arm. And yet she constantly looked at her dad for reassurance of things, or for a further alibi on what she should think and what she should say and all the rest of that sort of shit, and I still find it amusing how she's close enough to her dad for him to be in the interrogation room and in the park with her when she's getting interviewed about having a sexual relationship with a married man. She was more than happy to have her dad in the room with that. But the funny thing is, though, is that she didn't even know when Father's Day was. When my father was alive, I wasn't the closest to him, but I think I remember when Father's Day. Well, it's been about 12 years now since my father passed away, so I don't exactly remember the exact date of Father's Day, but I know that it's in September. I think it's the first weekend of September, just like Mother's Day is the first weekend, or the first Sunday in September, just like the first Sunday in May for Mother's Day. I think it is. I don't know. And I just think that's very, very strange. Like, thank you, Bubsy. I just think it's very weird how that happened. So, like I said, she was more than happy to have him in the room. Like, I'm sorry, but if I was getting interrogated and I had a dad who was actually smart and all the rest of that sort of shit, for one, I wouldn't have him in a police interrogation room with me while they're going to they didn't end up doing it because, they had to baby the little troll. Oh, okay. I don't know. Lavender blue. I'm so sorry. No, Bubsy, you're free to talk as much as you want, sweetheart. It's all good, doll. Relax. I don't mind. It's all good, darling. Don't be sorry. I'd rather you talk as much as you want. It's fine. But like I said, I personally would like I don't even want to talk to people in my family about my sexual life at all. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Well, I do have one friend that I do talk to openly about that sort of stuff, but she's all the way over in overseas and stuff, so it's not like I'm going to run into her and go, "Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed for what I told you last night." Nah, it's all good. Neither do I, Bubsy. And I just think, and it's just weird. Like, I don't talk to my family about any of my sexual conquests, as they say. And it's actually quite disgusting that she was more than happy. Like, so I'm sorry, like my brother, who pees on here at times, he's my best friend, and I love him to the moon and back. And he, like I say, he's one of my best friends, and I care about him and treasure him and all the rest of that sort of shit. But there's no way that if I was being interrogated by the police, that I would have him in the room with me, especially if I was having an affair with a married man whose family has been reported missing. But at that point, I think had passed away. No, they were missing at that particular interview. I wouldn't have him in there because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're from in the world. police officers can be very unpredictable. You know what I mean? They can turn around and say, oh, you know, we see you as a victim. And then and within the next day they interview you again and they can say, right, we've had enough of your shit. We want the truth. You know what I mean? So they can flip their attitude like they can flick a switch very easily. And like, yeah, hang on. Hang on, sorry. No, there's not that many, Lavender. But like I said, it just comes down to that. I think that when it comes to the Chris Watts stuff, I think that it's best just to sometimes, you know, I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of channels that I stopped watching, started watching it again, and I find it very bizarre how also in another part of see, I love 48 Hours, Forensic Files, and all that sort of shit. I'm really a big fan of it. And what happened is the fact that they would say things like about how the phone towers would only, this was back in 2000, so if we're talking about like 21 years ago with this, they said from early 2017 to 2016, sorry, or yeah, 2019, sorry, they only kept phone records of like ping locations for a week at a time also. And it's really quite sad when you think about it. Like, you know, there are so many people out there who are getting, you know, unnecessarily murdered. And I think that they need to improve on that big time. They need to be able to, if a phone pings, I think that what it needs to do is that it needs to ping in such a way that as soon as you get a ping location, it should be, you know, with GPS on your phone, location app thing on your phone. I think that, you know, even with that, like I remember when I used to go to a mate's house and stuff, and I used to have this former friend who used to pretty much stalk my every move. Like, for example, if I was at Modbury Shopping Centre, for example, she'd ask, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, just relaxing at home. She goes, oh, well, it says that you're at Modbury. And it's like, oh, my God. So what I would actually do is I would either, A, leave my phone home, or before I leave the house, I would actually turn the location off, because I knew that the person's house I was going to, I knew I was going to be safe, I knew I was going to be okay, and I knew that I was going to get home in one piece, you know what I mean? So I didn't need to necessarily have my location on. But she would always say, oh, why were you in town the other day? It's like, excuse me? And she goes, why were you in town the other day? I'm like, because I wanted to go to the markets. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, you're meant to catch up with me. It's like, well, no, I wasn't. But what I'm saying is that it's just very strange how her phone happened to, out of the whole 2 months they knew each other and were fucking around, not once did her phone ping in near Chris's house. But it did that morning of the tragedies. Now, I strongly believe that the girls did not come home from the birthday party. I've said that for months and months and months. I think because you think about it, Chris drove Shanann's car into the garage. No one can see if the girls go inside because, as you know, they've got the little fucking, what's it called, the dirt hole or the dirt room or something where they can go through to get inside the house. So he would have driven in. I would have asked Nate to show footage of Chris coming home Sunday night. Stop focusing on the fact that you've got footage of him loading, unloading, reversing his truck into the driveway and all that shit. Focus on what happened days prior to the tragedies. Oh, she was very much a stalker, Lavender. If I did something like, for example, she lost 3 kilograms, the whole world had to fucking stop. I lose 5, and she goes, oh, well, it doesn't look like you've lost it. It's like, whatever. She was very judgmental. Nothing I ever did was to her standards. That's what I was going to say as well, Bubsy. Thank you. I personally would, okay, over here in Australia, we have 3, apart from taxi companies, we have 3 car share or places. Like we have Uber, we have this company like Uber drivers, we have Didi, and we have this one called Ola. Now, every time I've said this, I have actually on another channel, I actually got in trouble for it. For saying this, I said, how do we know for 100%? Well, I didn't get into trouble. I just got told that no, it was her. I personally don't believe it was Nicole Kessinger that dropped her off, because I don't believe that I think Nicole Kessinger got on a later flight or an earlier flight than Shanann, because again, there's no records of them at the airport arriving home together. We just see a car that is reversing out of Shanann's driveway. Mind you, Shanann's pregnant. She's been sick all weekend. And what? Nicole didn't help her to the door with her bag? Come on. Yes, Nicole would have been tired, but, like, it's understandable. Brilliant. But at the same time, Shanann got out of the car on her own, got her bag out of the boot, obviously on her own. Now, as a friend, wouldn't you have helped her to the... Yes, that's what she always did, Lavender, all the time. And so what would happen is, sorry, I'm going to try and stay on topic for the first time in history. She took her own bag up to the door. Now, as a best friend, wouldn't you help your friend who has not been well all weekend? Wouldn't you help her to the door with the bag? Why didn't you help her? Or if Nick was in the car, why didn't Nick help her to the door with the car with her bag? So yeah. Oh, well, you're a good friend, Bubsy. I have friends who just take off and they park outside the units and then off they go. It's like, yeah, okay, thank you. There's bushes where someone can jump out and fucking stab me to death, but it's okay. As long as you're safe in your car, it's all good. But no, like I said, I just find it strange how Nicole, and like I said, I do believe it could, like, I don't know, someone over in America, if you're here, please let me know if I'm wrong. Do you have Uber over there? Because I'm pretty sure I've heard it on yeah, you do, because I've seen it on TV shows. Why don't you order an Uber? But I think personally, like I said, Nicole Kessinger went home on an earlier flight. I honestly believe that. And Shanann went home on an earlier flight and got an Uber from the airport. And because I do believe you can, certain, over here you need to have a certain level of cars. I don't think that Lexus would be specifically saying, I'm sorry, you can't have this fleet of cars in with your company. This car fleet is designed for Thrive. Seriously doubt that. You're a good mum and you're a good friend. Nicole Atkinson, that's how we all know her. I don't believe she drove her home. Hi, Kerry. How you doing, sweetheart? Long time no see. But yeah, so I think it's very strange how we're all supposed to believe that Nicole Atkinson dropped Shanann home that day or that morning. And like I said, I don't believe it was her. And there's people going, oh, but it was her car. It was her car. Do you notice how close she parked to the garage? You notice nobody bothered to take any kind of photographic proof of her number plate to compare it to what was seen on the video? Don't remember ever seeing any of them doing that. No, it's okay. Bubsy, stop saying sorry. It's fine. So, like I said, yeah, I find it very, very strange how that happened. Like I said, we're all supposed to believe that it was her that dropped her off, because at the end of the day, she says she dropped her off. But if you listen carefully, what's really strange is that as she's saying it, she sounds like, not necessarily nervous, but she sounds nervous, but she also sounds out of breath. Now, why would you be out of breath and why would you be nervous if you're telling the truth? Oh, I dropped her off at, such and such time this morning. Okay, that's great. But why are you sounding like you've got something to hide? Yes, I agree. But I use different terms in saying this whole case is weird. I say this whole case is fucked up. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people don't like my swearing, and I do apologize, but hey, I should actually put that as a warning in my description along with my PayPal. If you don't like my swearing, please be warned that swearing will be, included in this live. Feel free to donate. If you don't want me to swear anymore, that's the only, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry, but no. It comes down to the fact, like I said, it's very, 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 very weird. Oh, and okay, so we'll stop talking about Chris Watts for a little bit, and we'll talk about, I don't know, everything and everything else. I will say that it has now been 3 weeks, and let me just do this in my head. 3 weeks and 3 days, and then I'll swear more. Don't worry, Bubsy. Don't worry. I'm planning on swearing a lot more. I took 2 ibuprofens, and I found this eye spray, and oh my god, it is so expensive, and I'm nearly out, so I need to buy more. That's gonna be fun. It's about $13 to $15, $16 a tin, and it's like that ice gel shit you can buy that you rub in just to cool down a heated up injury or something like that. Anyway, so I bought some of that, and I took some ibuprofen. Now, like I said, it's been 3 weeks and 3 days, and my hand that I had operated on is feeling so much better. And yes, that's right, Lavender. My swearing comes with the fucking territory. It's all good. But like I said, it is just so, how can I put it? It's feeling better. It still has days where it hurts when I'm holding something in it for a long period of time. And it doesn't matter if it's light or heavy, it still hurts a bit. But for those who don't know, I had carpal tunnel surgery a few months back, and the aftermath was more painful than the before math, if that makes sense. And but yeah, so thank you, Kerry. That's very sweet. Yeah, I don't think anyone would donate to my swear jar because everybody knows that I'd fail and then I have to reimburse everybody. And I'm not trying to sound like a scab here. I need the money, so I need to swear. So I would love to do that, but I don't think it would work. It would not work. I would swear way too much. I'm so sorry, but no. No, I need the money more than I need to be able to have someone donate, and then I'm like, I swore I got to give you your money back. Shit. No, I'd rather not do that. But thank you for the suggestion, Kerry. I will make that an idea when I do my 40th birthday bash. I'm going out for dinner early, and I'll be back early, so to speak. I'll be home by about 8:30 my time, which is a bit late, but it's my birthday, and then I'll do a live when I get home. So, or I'll do one. I'll do one during the day, and then I'll do one at night. So that way I can cater for people in America and I can cater for people in Australia. Because I'm a nice person like that. Thank you, Lavender. No, but like I said, the pain's just been so bad. And they were going to give me a cortisone injection. And I fucking hate needles. And I asked the doctor, is there any other alternative? And he said no. And then when I spoke to my GP, general practitioner, my doctor, I said to him, I said, they want to give me a cortisone injection. And he goes, well, don't do that. And I asked him all questions. I'm like, well, why not? If it's going to help with the pain. He goes, you're supposed to be, if the hospital's ever going to suggest a cortisone injection, they should, especially in your hand, considering that's something you use every day, that is something they should offer to you prior to surgery. They shouldn't offer that to you after the surgery because of the fact that it can lead to stiffness, numbness, and all the things that you can get when you've got carpal tunnel can lead to that. And if you're having the pain now, you could also damage the cartilage or whatever you call it around where the incision was made, and it could actually kill off a few I don't know, things around where it's healing. And I'm like, really? He goes, yeah, you could actually do more damage to your hand by having a cortisone after the surgery rather than before the surgery. So, yes, he's a very smart GP. And so I'm like, okay, no worries. He goes, are you going to cancel? I'm like, yes, I am. And considering how much trouble I've had with it and how much trouble I'm now having with my right hand, I'll be honest with all of you, I'd rather deal with the pain than have to go through all this shit all over again. Tendon, thank you, Bubsy. I couldn't think of the fucking name. Oh my God, how could I not think of that? Yeah, it could damage the tendons. Yes. Oh, thank you, Matt. You're such a sweetheart. Yeah, I'm trying. Okay, if anyone wants to know what I'm doing with my PayPal, just so you all know in advance, I'm losing weight. Not in certain areas, but in certain areas I am. Like I've got no pant, pretty much no long pants or any tops that actually fit me with decently without showing off half my freaking boobs. So long story short, whatever I make in my PayPal, I am going to be, hopefully, if I make any money on it, I am going to be buying myself a whole new wardrobe. So, like I want maybe not a whole new wardrobe, I don't want to go over the top, but I'd like to be able to just buy myself like a nice winter coat, some nice winter pants, and hopefully some nice winter shoes. So that's what I'm just letting you know. Yeah, they wanted to inject it into the palm of my hand. So no, not happening. So yeah, so that way, if you all want to know what I'm planning on doing, if you donate to my PayPal account, that's exactly what I plan on doing. Please don't think that and if there's something else that happens to come up, like I don't need glasses this time around, so I'm pretty stoked with that. I've got a few pairs here. But like I said, I just want to. Yes, yes, Kerry. Yeah, well, okay. Anyway, things that happen. But like I said, it's just like I said, like I was a size 16. I am now a size 14, which I'm very, very proud of myself for. And yeah, that's what I mean. Like that lavender, that's what I mean. I want to be able to go do that. But over here in Australia, it's very okay, this is going to sound really pathetic and probably you're going to think it's an excuse. A lot of the clothes they now have in secondhand shops are so small that it would fit a child and they won't fit me. So I rather go somewhere like Kmart, Kmart's pretty cheap. Like I could buy a pair of leggings there for like $6. You know what I mean? So that's what I plan on doing. So where I was, like I said, a size 16, I'm now a size 14. It's not much of a difference, but I find now if I'm wearing size 16, I'm constantly hitching up my bloody pants. And at times I'm finding that I'm doing that even with size 14. Keep in mind, this is when they're brand new. So it's not like, oh, that you've stretched them out. That's why. It's got nothing to do with that. It's the fact that size 14 leggings from Kmart here in Australia, they would not fit me about 6 months ago. They wouldn't go over the top part of my thigh. I couldn't even get them onto my waist. And now they fit nice and snugly. So it's good. But yeah, it's very expensive. So that's what I'm trying to collect funds for. I want to do something amazing for my birthday, which is treat myself to some new clothes. Because like I said, when I go secondhand shopping, I found this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful top there yesterday, and I couldn't get it because it had the. I like if I'm going to wear like a flowy kind of top, I need it to have a bit of a stretch. Oh, op shops like secondhand shops, where people donate clothes they no longer want, and then those particular secondhand shops sell them on to people which they say are cheaper, but they're actually not. So an op shop is that. My birthday isn't until June 5th. So, but you got to keep in mind, as of tomorrow, I think it is, we're in April. So it's fast approaching, and I'm turning 40. I don't act it, and I never will. I'll act 40 when I'm 80. And not a, oh, hey, Donnie, how you doing, sweetheart? But just like I said, just so you all know, that's what I'm actually trying to save up enough money so I can actually achieve that. I can go, like, I can go onto eBay and buy a few bits and pieces on there. I can go, like, I've seen a lot, like, I don't know how to do a wish list on eBay. And at the same time, I don't want people thinking that I'm being an asshole, because there's about 4 or 5 tops I've seen on there that I absolutely love, but they're worth about $25 Australian. So that's not happening. But like I said, I just want to be able to just go into a shop one day and see something that I like and know, and then if you guys help me, I might even show you yeah, I've checked Marketplace. They're pretty expensive too. It's just amazing what people sell these days for like a lot of it, that's what I mean. Like, there's a lot of places that I can, but it's just the fact that, I'll be honest with all of you, money is really fucked at the moment for me. So I appreciate all your help there, Lavender Blue, but it's just the fact that I don't have the money to do it. Simple as that. So that's why I've said, hang on. Oh, thank you, Carrie. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Yeah, so like I said, I'm just trying my hardest just to, treat myself to a few tops, treat myself to a few pairs of pants, and hope for the best. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's no big deal. But no, I just but like I said, my main focus now is to, like, I make sure that even though they say, oh, why do you eat salads in winter? I'll still be eating salads in winter. I always do. But instead of making it a cold salad, I'll make it like a warm salad. You know what I mean? So it's easy to do. I don't have one inside lavender. It's whatever I make, I use. Simple. I don't want to say, oh, this is my goal, and then people think that I'm being a cow. So I see it as whatever I get, I get. Whatever I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? There's no pressure. There's no me forcing anyone to do it. There's no, you have to donate. There's none of that shit. It's just the fact that donate if you want to, and more importantly, only do it if you can. Don't do it if it's going to leave you short. Don't do it if you've got a massive bill coming your way and then you think, oh, shit, I shouldn't have donated to Tammy. Fuck. How am I going to pay the rest of this bill? The money I donated to her would have covered it. Fuck. I don't want anyone doing that. Only donate if you can, you want to, and you're not going to be left short doing it. Please do not donate to me if it's going to make you go hungry, go without electricity, go without gas or petrol, whatever in your car. Don't do any of that. Only donate if you can and if you want to. All right? There's no pressure at all. And that's why I'll never do membership on my channel. No, not yet. Not till June. We're having cold nights, which is good. Helps me sleep. You know what I mean? So I see it as that, like I said, yeah, I don't have a goal amount at all. And I refuse to ever do that because of the fact that I don't want people feeling as though that, how can I put it? I don't want them to feel as though that if they see, like, for me personally, putting a goal amount makes people feel like there's a pressure to do it. You know what I mean? So I don't do that. I just say, as if you want to donate, donate. If you don't, you don't have to. Simple. Simple. Sorry, I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to light a smoko. But like I said, it all comes down to whatever you want to do. You're a sweetheart, Bubsy. I adore you. But no, like I was saying, like a lot of people out there do, like, anyone that's been in here longer than, like, say 3 lives, that I do a lot of crime related stuff at times when I'm feeling up to it, and other times I just don't want to bother with true crime because the world's such a sad place. Like, in recent events in the news, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock for insulting his wife. And then that wasn't all. He then sat down and goes, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And he goes, "All right." And then he goes, "What?" Or something like that. And then he goes, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." And I found that disgusting. Like, I used to think Will Smith was pretty cool. Now he's just a fucking dipshit. If he can do that to him for saying something about Jada, which we all probably don't know, but we should know, she suffers from alopecia. I didn't know that. And alopecia is where you lose your hair, for those who don't know. I honestly did not know that at all. I had no idea. Um, yes. Oh, thank you, Bubsy. You're a sweetheart. And hello, Bubsy's daughter, if you're listening. I don't know your name, so I'll just call you Kelly and go, "Hello, Kelly, Bubsy to you's daughter." Sorry. Um, but yeah, oh yeah. Okay, no, it could have been staged very easily, because I think if and there's talk of taking his award away from him. It's like, did he ban him from the academy or whatever the fuck it is? I don't know. Oh, hello, Dot. I hope you're well, sweetheart, and I hope you're keeping well and all the rest of it. So, hello, Dot. Nice to. I know you're not going to probably want to talk in chat, and that's completely fine. But welcome. If you're listening with your mum, welcome. I talk a lot. But no, like I said, I just think it could have been staged, because don't forget he played Vanessa and Serena. Was it Serena and Vanessa? I don't know the tennis players. Serena and someone Williams' dad, and he was their dad was a complete fucking nut job. And so, sorry if your daughter is underage. I shouldn't be swearing when I know a minor might be possibly listening. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Dot. That's very sweet of you. But like I said, I just find it I think it could have been staged, because when he played the Williams' dad with the tennis players, that is, he was a bit of a. I don't know what that noise was. Please don't ask me. But like I said, yeah, so that happened. More controversy surrounding the death of Full House dad Bob Saget. They are saying now that they found an empty vodka bottle in his room. Oh my God, they're grasping at anything. Mm, sorry. Oh no, I agree, Kerry. Definitely agreed. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. As long as I'm not being a bad person for your daughter to listen to, Babsy, you're good. Let's figure out. But like I said, I just find it like that was, like I said, there was a vodka bottle. They said that he had concussion. He had uh, a cracked skull in an area where he should have had a cracked skull. His hotel room was apparently carpeted, so they said that he could have fallen on the carpet. But then they go, oh, but then how did he get into bed? Like, people do go unconscious and then, wake up a few hours later, and then he could have hopped into bed and thought nothing of it. But a lot of people are now thinking that it was murder. So it's like, another conspiracy for Hollywood. But I'm not interested in that, to be honest with you. He was great in Full and Fuller House. He was great. But a stand-up comic, people might find him funny, but I found him quite not my type. It's not no. He was a little bit crude with the bits and pieces that I got to see. So, but he probably was a very sweet, generous guy. Genuine guy. I love how when people pass away though, right? When they're celebrities and they go, "Oh, they were so nice. They would help anybody." Really? I don't think so. Oh, and in some good news for those who actually know who the pop artist Delta Goodrem is. This is probably something she does to all her followers on Twitter. I don't know. But she has returned to following me when I started following her. So that was like, because I love her. She sings songs like Born to Try, Innocent Eyes, Not Me, Not I, Out of the Blue, Almost Here, I think it was, or Almost There, with that she sang with her then fiance Brian McFanner. No, yeah. Oh, fuck. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but he was part of a boy band. I want to say Brian McFadden, but I don't know if that's the right name. So I apologize if I'm wrong. Yeah. So I went because I don't do Twitter that much, but she sings this one song that I absolutely fucking love. Yes, Delta is my baby. I absolutely love it a bit. She sings this song, I Can't Break It to My Heart. And it's an absolute beautiful, beautiful song about a breakup of a relationship. Thank you, Brian McFadden. Thank you, Kerry. Yeah. So she sang the song I Can't Break It to My Heart. It's about a relationship that broke up and you're not sure why, but you keep trying to convince yourself that the person still loves you, so you will survive the breakup, so to speak. You know, you'll be okay as long as you believe that. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. I absolutely love it. So I listen to it at least twice a day because I'm weird. But no, I'm starting to collect CDs now, and I got some the other day off eBay. And then when I went through my current CDs, I found out that three out of the 8 CDs that I bought, I already had. So that was stupid of me not to check first, but I've got a spare now, so it's all good. But yes, all good. But no. Anyway, enough about my life and crap. How have you all been? Like Bubsy, Kerry, Lavender, how have you all been, dolls? I would have loved to have gone to her concert, but her tickets were just a bit. Well, I'm going to be serious here. They were way too fucking expensive. And plus, I've got her CDs, so I can listen to them for free. Well, apart from when I pay my power bill. But yeah, I adore Delta Goodrem. She's a sweetheart. She has this ability. I don't know how, but when she sings certain songs, it's just like, yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Bubsy. I see it like, oh, here's the funny thing though with me is the fact that when I think that life is getting me down, I think of things that have made me happy. And sometimes it's very, very hard because my memory is not that good. It's even more awkward when I would be doing a live. I'm glad I set this up this way though. That if people send a donation to me for my for my PayPal, I get a text message that comes through goes, blah blah has donated to your PayPal. And some of the time I thank the people while I'm live, and if I don't, then I do my absolute best to thank them in a message back to them to say thank you. But sometimes it's really weird because depending on my mood or anything like that, I actually change my password. And I then sometimes forget it, and it's like this is oh, that's good. I'm glad. Yes, you definitely did. So who? Okay, this is gonna be a weird question. Who's here? Is anyone from Adelaide in here? It's a weird question to ask, I know, but I am weird. What can I say? I'm a strange, strange person. I don't have kids myself, and as bad as it might sound, thank God. Because I'm too selfish to be a mom. You know what I mean? So. We've got over the over 5,000 cases today, apparently. Hey, Isabella. Hello, Isabella Sky. How are you? I think you've been in here before. I can't remember, but if you haven't, welcome. If you have, welcome back. It's very hard to keep track of who's been in here and who hasn't. I know Bubsy's in here a lot. Bubsy is in here a lot, which is awesome. I appreciate any support that anyone gives me, whether they're just in here to chat. Doesn't really faze me, but I appreciate every single one that does come in here. I appreciate it all. It means a lot to me, and you're all absolutely individually. I adore all of you. So thank you so much for all of you that have come in here since I started my channel, which is coming up almost the YouTube channel side of things. It's almost coming up to a year. So I actually don't recall the date, but it is almost a year. So I'm actually, oh, okay. Well, welcome to the chat side of things. It's all good, Isabella. It's all good, man. It's all good. But I appreciate every single one of you that watch this live or watch this on replay. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Like, there's only 6 of you supposedly in here, but I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you. Yeah, so, ow. Sorry, I just scratched my shoulder and that hurt. Ow. But no, like I said, there's a lot of things, like I said, I want to do. 7 of you now. Cool. Keep the numbers coming. But yeah, like I said, having a channel can sometimes be very, very draining and very, very hard to do because, like I said, I talked about Chris Watts in the beginning, and that just like. But at the end of the day, there are people out there that continue to talk about Chris Watts, and I've got nothing against those people at all. We don't talk about him in this channel, Isabella. Not anymore. Sorry. And I don't know. And I don't care. He's no longer a mod in here for my channel. And he will never be welcome back in my channel again until he actually grows the fuck up and actually apologizes for how he treated me. And even then, he won't be welcome in here. Because he has hurt me more than any other creator or any other person has in my life. And he thinks that his shit don't stink. Well, no, don't be sorry, Isabella. It's fine. You went to Nodal. The way he, like, people think, okay, the way he treated a lot of the women that he hurt, supposedly, how he treated me was like a drop in the ocean compared to what they did, but it still made, so it comes down to that I can't, I just can't go there anymore. It's too painful. Because I'll be honest with all of you, I idolized that guy. I respected him. I treated him like he was one of my best friends, and I trusted him. And he took that trust and ran with it and shat all over it, basically. And I can't do that anymore. Yeah, he treats people like he would. There would be times when I would give him a theory that I had, and he would be like, nah, 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 and all that. And I'd be okay, fine, fair enough, whatever. But then what would happen is that within a few weeks of me saying that, or a few months or so, he would then come out with it on his channel. Like I've said about how I don't understand how that it took 5 days for the Rusek family to go out to North Carolina, from North Carolina out to Colorado, and I was talking to him about this, and then within a matter of about a week or two, he's doing a whole live on it. And then I bring up it on his channel, and then instead of just acknowledging it and going, yes, Tammy, that's right, yeah, absolutely, he does the clapping and goes, well done, Tammy, yes. And I found that quite condescending. You know, and like I did everything in my power to make sure that, you know, exactly, Bubsy. And I'm not asking any of you to like stop listening to him. If there are people in here that still like listening to him, please continue supporting him if you want to. I don't care, but just I don't want anything to do with him anymore. You know, so I can't, sorry. You know, it breaks my heart that I'm no longer friends with him. It does. But I see it as that all the promises that he made to help me with in regards to my channel, like he reckons that my channel got like all the people that were listening and stuff is because of him. Had nothing to do with him. People tune in to listen to me because here you can actually have a voice. Here you can say what you think, and if it upsets anybody, then I apologize in advance for it. But it comes down to that I don't want to have to continuously bite my tongue because I want to call Nicole Kessinger camel toe, because apparently calling her camel toe is disrespectful, but him calling her a skank isn't. Someone please explain that to me, and it'd be a miracle. I don't know him. Oh, that's okay, Bubsy. But like I said, I just can't. No. But I'm going to change the subject now because if I talk about him anymore, I'm probably going to get doxxed. But what do you mean? What do you mean? What, Isabella? Far out. Didn't you know? Because Nicole Kessinger changed her name, and that's what her name has been changed to. Camel toe, camel tits, camel breath, camel. But no, but like I said, you know, I just want to be able to move on with my own channel, do my own thing, and if people like it, they'll tune in. If they don't, they don't. You know, I can't change people's perspective of what they think of other people, and I don't try to. So yeah. Oh, for mentioning his name. Yeah. Yes, really, Isabella. Yeah. Exactly, Isabella. He can call her a cow and put that stupid, I don't know who created it, and good luck to whoever did, that picture of Nicole Kessinger when she's wearing sunglasses and then they make it look like her mouth is opening and she's going, "Mrrr." That's acceptable. Okay, but me doing what I did, that's not. Yeah, well, I wish him all the luck. I do. But I can't have myself getting upset by talking about him anymore. Sorry. You know, oh well, you know, such is life. There are people that come into your life for a reason, a season, or whatever. But they, you know, they. For me personally, I make friends as easily as I lose them. As soon as someone calls me their best friend, I always, and I mean always, manage to fuck up. Doesn't matter how much I try not to, I do. So if I am someone that you consider your best friend, please don't tell me because I don't want to fuck up anymore. I'm nearly 40. Yeah. There's nothing to say to it, Isabella, at the end of the day because it's just, uh, yeah, it does still hurt, Bubsy. It hurts like crazy, you know. He hurt like I'll be honest with you, okay. Here's the thing though, is that when I was going through a really rough time and thank you, Bubsy. I don't know why you say I'm not a fuck up. I don't think, you know, I just don't want to, well, I don't want to fuck up anymore. I manage to always fuck up. When people say how much I mean to them, I manage to destroy it. And that's something that I've always done. And you too, reality. I love you too, sweetheart. It's something I've always done because I see it as that if I can hurt them before they hurt me, then I'll do it. Because then that way I can walk away knowing that they didn't hurt me. But there has been a time where I did hurt someone I care about very, 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 very much. And every single day, if I could send a billion, trillions apologies, I would. You know what I mean? But it comes down to that. It's the way I'm built, but I'm working on trying to change that every single day. I'm trying to better myself every single day. I'm trying to improve myself every day. I'm trying to make sure that I can, get my eyes sorted so I can figure out why everything's so blurry. That's why I take a while to read messages. So then I can actually start going on camera and actually having a self-esteem and actually doing it. But I don't like showing my face because I did that a few times. And yeah, let's just say a few people recognized me when I went down to the shop. So they go, oh, I like you guys. I like your channel. Thank you. Get away from me. It's just scary because, out of nowhere, your voice sounds familiar. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, why does it sound familiar? I'm like, I don't know. You're the one that told me it sounds familiar. So you can tell me. And they're like, oh, you have a YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, shit. So no, I haven't done that to you, Reality Bites. And I want to make sure that I don't do that anymore because I want to be able to make friends. I want to be able to, know that when I'm, feeling down and out, and that's the same for anyone who's in here who's on my Facebook. You can message me providing, I'm awake, I can reply. Some of the time when I get messages from people, they're like, what are you up to? I'm like, I'm about to go to bed because of the time difference. So, but anyone out there who has a family member or anyone out there who has a friend who's not well at the moment, my thoughts and prayers are with you all. I hope that, whoever is that person in your family, I hope they have a speedy recovery. Thank you, Bubsy, and that is very true. It's all right. Look, it's okay, Reality. It's all good, sweetheart. Just relax. That's what I mean. Like, I want people just to. What the hell is it? Oh, give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry. Oh, damn. Oh, sorry. I just got a message back from something I was inquiring about, and yeah, it's the wrong size. I just want. Oh, sorry. Give me a sec, guys. Yeah, but like I said, it's just at times it's very frustrating because it's like you want to help people, you want to be there, but yet when you've got all this stuff going on in your own head, sometimes you just go, so to speak, and it's very, very fucked up. For me, it is. For me, anyway. Sorry, give me 1 sec. And well, like I said, it comes down to, like you said, Bubsy, I've said sorry. That's my sorry, and I don't know what else I can and can't do, but I'll work something out. It's all good. Oh, fuck. All right. Does anyone want to join me up here on panel? Anyone at all? Okay, you don't have to, but give me 1 second. If there is, okay. There's no pressure at all. But if anybody does want to come up here and join me, you can talk about. Oh, geez, what the hell's going on here? Sorry. If you want to come up here, feel free to. No pressure. Oh, thank you, Bubsy. I wish I could give you one too. And so it comes down to I try. Sorry, give me one sec, guys. I'm just responding to a quick message. But like I said, it just. Okay, it's all right. Just know the link is in there if anyone wants to come up. It's all good. Good. Um, I try my best, reality, and I hope I can continue being there for you, sweetheart, because you are you're one of the very few people on this YouTube world that I actually consider a friend away from YouTube as well as on YouTube. So thank you. Yep, I agree with that one. Mm-hmm. Yep, that is very true. But sometimes, I do push it just a bit too far, and yeah. You don't need to thank me, reality. I just try my best just to be me. I might not have all the answers, but I try my best. Like I remember there was this time where last year when I started my channel, I'll be honest with all of you, I was trying to save money for a laptop. And then my eyes started fucking up on me, so I had to get glasses. And I copped so much bullshit for that because I chose to put my eye health in front of a laptop, you know. And like I said, I copped a lot of slack for that. And I lost a few people that I considered very dear friends. I lost them as friends, but I look at it as that you don't have to prove anything to me. That's the thing, though, with being okay. When you're a friend of mine, okay, away from like if you're in here and you're friends with me on Facebook, it's because I consider someone that you are someone that I can trust. And if you're gonna Bubsy, you do not have to prove a single fucking thing to me. I thought you sorry, I read it. Oh yeah. He did say it, prove over time. You don't have to prove anything. I promise you. You know what I mean? I consider you a very dear friend. You do not have to prove shit to me. All right? None of you do at all. If you see me in a chat, say g'day. There you go. You proved it when we were in Jet's mum's chat and you said hello to me. You proved that you're a good friend. You could have just ignored me, but you didn't. So don't worry about it. You got nothing to prove to me at all. Yes, yeah. I think that there are a lot of you in here that have witnessed a lot of things in your lives, and to still come out the other side and be brave and, you know that you're still here despite what you've been through, despite what you've seen, despite what you've, endured. We are all so strong for that. Like if you've gone through a broken heart and you've come out of it and found the ability to love again, then that's brave. That's incredible. So all I'm going to say is each and every one of us are brave in our own way. You know, so sorry, give me a sec, guys. Sorry. Oh shit! I just completely fucked up there. Oh man, isn't it? I hate. Okay, on Facebook. Hang on, what's this, Kerry? The Guardian newspaper has come out with the headline: "White." Oops, sorry, I've got to highlight it. White outage over outrage over Will Smith's slap. Anti-reckless. I don't know. They have turned it into a race issue. Okay, I'm not racist, so please don't get mad at me, anyone, or dox me or get me in trouble for saying this. Will Smith is dark-skinned. Chris Rock is dark-skinned. They are both probably the same. Oh my god. Why turn it into a race? It was a dark dude slapping a dark dude. It wasn't like a Will Smith went up and fucking slapped I'm trying to think of a celebrity we would all know that's white. If he went up there and slapped Steve Martin, then by all means, or Ricky Gervais, by all means, have a fucking issue. But he didn't. He slapped someone of his same race. So I don't know how they can do that. That's just fucked. Oh, so sick of them. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because when he said the joke, like Will Smith was laughing. And then he looked over at his wife and she was upset. But she's even done a video where she's laughing at herself. But it's her laughing at herself, I guess. Yes, he has. Ricky Gervais actually dead named Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner. He actually dead named her. All right, because apparently in the transgender community, when you transition and you call them by the name they had before they transitioned, it's called dead naming someone. Ricky Gervais had done that. He dead named Caitlyn Jenner. So for me, it was basically like, what the actual fuck, like, and yet that was forgotten about within a few weeks or so, a few months. This here, because it's domestic violence, isn't going to go away. And I think personally that by Will Smith publicly apologized on Instagram, by the way, because you see, everybody out there follows every single person on the planet that witnessed that slap follows Will Smith on Instagram, because everybody in the world has Instagram. Even the starving children in Ethiopia or wherever the fuck it is, I don't know, I can't remember, Africa, or wherever they're all hungry people in the world. All right. He, they even follow Will Smith on Instagram, and they would have seen that apology. No, definitely not Bubsy. But Ricky Gervais, haven't heard much from him since he actually did that, though. But the long story short of things, though, is the fact that dead naming someone in comparison to slapping somebody, a slap you can get over, so to speak. I should know. It comes down to that you can get over that in time, but then if you dead name somebody, that could actually be so much like harder to deal with, if that makes sense, because you're trying to get past. Yes. Oh, I've got a guest. I've got Jet's mom joining me. Hello, my darling.
Make my face smaller.
Okay. I love it when people come up here, they just demand. I've got to remember how to do it. layout.
It's the little 2 squares right there. Yes, much better, much better.
Is that better?
I can't stay long, but I am listening to this
That's okay.
conversation, and I have
Yes.
opinions.
Oh, thank you so much for coming up here. I love when people join me on panel. It gives me someone to like talk to and bounce things off.
Well, no, what it really is like just being supportive of each other.
Yeah.
So my cousin Jenna, she did
It is
make it up
something.
on my panel eventually. We were able to figure it out.
Oh, I have to be on like your show, well, not on there, but in your chat the next time she's on your panel, and I'll say, "Good eye, Jenna." She's like,
Oh my gosh, she's so cute. You would love my Jenna's more like a sister, and she's my cousin, but like
was she there that night when you guys were having your little drinking party online?
Oh yeah, we can tell their bad
Yes.
selves. Yeah.
I think she's got blondish hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing her.
Everybody
Yeah,
thinks
she's
we're
adorable.
related. We're actually not related by blood, but like it looks like we are.
Yeah, I think I remember her. Yeah. So what have you been doing with your bad self?
What was that?
So what have you been doing with your bad self? And I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? Oh my god.
So you were talking about the Will Smith and the Chris Rock thing.
Yes, and how
do you want to
Ricky
hear
Gervais said
my like what you may not expect from me? My interpretation is like this. I'm like, okay, there's
I can say it for you if you like.
Either it's orchestrated.
Yeah.
Either it's all orchestrated by the Academy, by everything. Because Will Smith is such a lovable character regardless. Everybody loves Will Smith. You don't hear people hating on Will Smith ever.
Until now.
So he's technically an easy target that's still going to be lovable and redeemable through his bad action. So yes, there is that side of it where this was all orchestrated by the Academy.
Yeah, because when you think about it, it's all on the prompter, or the words are all in front of Chris Rock. So whatever Chris Rock is saying, yes, it's Chris Rock saying it, but it's not him sitting down with the people who write on the prompter, this is what you're going to say next, so you don't have to, read from the card and not look at the camera. It's right there in front of him. So maybe Will Smith should take it up with the Academy and not Chris Rock, but Chris Rock is like,
no, I'm thinking it's orchestrated as far as Will Smith. The entire action, the entire fight was all orchestrated.
Oh yeah.
I'm going as far as that. That seems to be, in my humble opinion, the most sensical. That actually makes the most sense. Because ultimately, the media, what they've done to us in both of our countries, and the media has so much control over what people see, what they actually see.
Exactly.
And I mean, out of all people in Hollywood, Will Smith is like the golden child. And then he became the gold. So they're like, okay, we're going to give you the Academy Award, Will Smith, but you got to do this first.
Yeah, well, that's probably it. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's because you cannot not like Will Smith. And people are saying, they have an open relationship. Yeah, okay, so what? Actually, I know somebody personally who not like personally, but like I know somebody who could attest for that. Yes, that is a true statement. But
there you go.
Does it really mean anything more than who cares? That's their life.
Yeah, but like
they're saying still together, and they're still raising their children together.
Exactly.
And that's what matters.
Exactly. Like if he went up there and if a woman had said that, would he have gone up and slapped her?
No.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like
No.
But
And I'll
I'm not
tell
a
you what,
movie.
I can look at my husband, even though I may not be sitting right next to him. If I needed something like that to happen,
Yeah.
I could make it happen with like literally looking at him with a certain look. I
Oh,
could do something where he'd be doing the same exact thing. Now, is it still orchestrated? Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Matt
This
saying hi to you. Matt
Hey
Willits.
Matt, I haven't seen you in a bit. Oh my gosh, hi. Because I have to. It's 3 in the morning here after bed. Jesus.
Oh, wow. What was I going to say? But Chris Rock, on the other hand, I've always wanted to slap him. He annoys the crap out of me.
Chris Rock deserves a bitch slap.
Yeah. I thought when I first
But
heard
he was
the
just doing
slap,
his job.
it
He
wasn't
was
like it was a
just
slap.
doing his
It wasn't
job.
like a closed fist, and it didn't draw blood. So like, let it go. That's what I want to do. I want to do a meme with that video clip, and then at the end play the song "Let It Go." Let it go.
You know what bothers me the most is we live in this area this time where when I was a kid, not every kid got a trophy when you played a sport.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Everybody's reaction that is so anti Will Smith are all kids that got fucking trophies.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, the violence. Oh. Are you fucking kidding me? That's fucking ballsy and hella fucking sexy for a man to stand up for his woman like that.
Yeah, and another
If
thing as
he
well,
feels his woman's that disrespected, fuck
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
want my man to
fucking
do that too.
sexy. That is sexy as fuck. Do I condone violence? No.
No,
But is it
neither do
sexy
I.
as fuck? Yes. Yes. And we have raised an entire generation now of children who all got trophies.
Oh, fucking
They
hell.
all got the trophies. Wouldn't matter if they fucking looked at butterflies the whole game. They all got a fucking trophy.
Do you have
So
it on
you
hand?
know what? We are creating a nation of fucking losers.
Oh,
And
I think if you get a
I'm sorry.
participation award, it should be a certificate. It shouldn't be a trophy. You know, a certificate you can look at and frame it and have it so it doesn't gather. Well, with a frame, I guess it would gather dust.
But see, I also kind of agree with Bubsy just said. This is smoke and mirrors. It's
Because
smoke.
at the end of the day, by the way he stormed on, like was stomping up to get on stage and do it, security could have, even though he was a celebrity,
I mean,
obviously,
come on. Like what?
why
Like
didn't they stop him? You
just
know,
because
like,
you happen to be the front row because we know you're gonna be a winner. Like, I mean,
yeah, you don't see people way up in the
it's either
rafters getting one.
extremely orchestrated or he's sexy as fuck, in my fucking humble opinion.
Agreed.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I always say if people have an opinion, they can voice it. It's all good.
No, but I mean, like everybody, like yesterday, I mean, I was like, I can't listen to this shit. I mean, my husband's from the Bronx, like I said, like literally, I can look at him like this, and he'd be like, he got it covered.
Yeah, he could have just like how you were saying, like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. He could have just yelled that out. He didn't have to go off and fucking.
She has a disorder. It's called alopecia, where
Yeah.
and there is uh you know there's all we actually all have friends together that struggle with this. As your
Mm-hmm.
hormones as a woman, you can still have like baldness issues,
Yeah.
just genetically enhanced by life.
Mm.
And I mean, if you look at her at the last award ceremony, she wore a wig. And so, like, could you imagine that as like your husband and his
Mm.
wife is finally stepping into her greatness, stepping into her own beauty
Yeah.
in her own space? And could you imagine what it felt like at home? Where she's like, she has to wear wigs, she has to be covered, she needs to be
Yeah.
like so no one knows. And then she outs herself and tells people about her situation.
That takes bravery, if you
Her
ask me.
husband's up for an Academy Award.
Mm.
I mean, it's a fucked up fucking fuck Chris Rock. Excuse me. Fuck him.
Don't be.
And I don't even think he even. I mean, if it was scripted for him, show the receipts. If that was scripted, show the receipts.
Exactly. I just
He
think
has
it's all like it's
He
been
has
taken.
not shown the receipts. But what if the situation really is, this woman is finally comfortable in her own body for the first time,
Yeah.
showing herself and her realness when her husband, regardless of the situation of their marriage, who cares? Who cares what's happening there? That is still her person, her partner, her
Yep.
life person.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what happens in their marriage.
Exactly.
It is degrading her in that moment of his
See,
great.
yeah, for me personally, I didn't actually get what he was on about until then when they did a YouTube thing and they actually said about the story behind it and why Will Smith got pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, I had no idea. Like G.I. Jane, like what do you mean G.I. Joe? Like what? Like I didn't know what that movie was all about.
Alopecia.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that at the time, you know. So
she has it's an autoimmune disease essentially.
oh, sorry. Bubsy's asked. I've got to ask, what are they distracting us from in MSN? MSM. I don't know. I don't know what you mean, Bubsy.
I don't know.
Neither do I. No idea. But no, I just think that
yes, this all could be smoke and mirrors and all orchestrated. What I'm doing right now is laying it out like in all possibilities.
Yeah. I just think, like I was saying before you popped up, it was funny, like he did a public apology on Instagram and I was saying, yeah, because everybody on Instagram follows Will Smith. You know what I mean? So like, come on. I still have people, like, I had Instagram all for about half an hour and then I deleted it and I still have people adding me.
Mainstream media is what she's
mainstream media, thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Bubsy, 100%. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in our world right now. Yes, this could be smoke and mirrors. Absolutely. I totally agree with you. That always makes me question anything. There's something like, Tammy, like if something ridiculous happens, you're like,
right. Because when Andy sent me the clip of it and I was watching it, and I was like, what? The one time I don't watch the Academy Awards, something good happened. You know what I mean? Like I used to watch it
every time I go on YouTube. I'm like, wait, Tammy was live. Wait, Robbie, like Hen, like Rosalind. I miss everybody. I'm not very good at this stuff.
Oh no, like because tonight, because I was planning my live, and then I saw that you were live, and that's why I thought, no, I'm not doing that. And then I had a few people say in your chat that they're going to pop over here, and I haven't seen them. But yeah, Bubsy popped over. Hey, what?
No. I mean, I think everybody's.
I think everyone's asleep. That's why I'm going to do 2 lives on my birthday. One during the day, so the people where you like over in the States can tune in, and then do one at night. And then if they tune in again, they tune in again.
Hit me up on Facebook first to like set me a time, because I'm terrible at this stuff. Like even
no, I'll send you the link when I've set it all up, but it won't be obviously for about another 2 months, so we're all good.
I know I'm bad. I'm bad. So what is your overall thought on the Will Smith Chris Rock thing, like from Australia?
Okay, well, from my point of view, all the way over here, I think that it's a slap that they say is heard all the way around the world. But I think personally there are more important things going on in the world, like world hunger, people actually out there who are actually getting physically slapped every single fucking day. And it doesn't make news like this. You know what I mean? So I think that this should be a wake-up call to the press and go, okay, if you're going to make breaking news of some like 2 celebrities, basically one being a disrespectful prick, and then someone going up there and defending his wife and slapping him. I thought it was a punch, but it was a slap. I see it as that if you have the time and who's a reporter, journalist, whatever, if you've got the time in your day to report that and continuously talk about it like 3 or 4 days later, I'm sorry, but you need to just, take the rose-tinted glasses off and realize domestic violence happens, and it's much worse than just a fucking slap.
Are you kidding me?
What?
People, and no, I totally agree with you.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were thinking, are you kidding me?
There's definitely like an open-ended conversation here about, but see, domestic violence and like one dude, one elite rich man hitting another elite rich man on stage at a fucking show is like kind of fucking funny.
Well, I found out as well that
right?
sorry.
I'm like you. I'm sorry. So Jamie, what I feel like I don't want to. I agree with you 100%. I don't condone violence, but
No.
I find this kind of fucking funny.
It is funny, but at the same time,
like,
wow. Sorry.
That's all it is. It's wow.
No, what was I going to say? I think that, like, as a victim of domestic violence, I find that it's absolute bullshit that until, like, the fact that with what, this might be a trigger for some people, and if it is, I apologize. With what that shit that went down with that director guy, Harvey Weinstein, they created a whole fucking movement on the Me Too movement. And it was because celebrities, once again, were the victims of that crime, where there's people out there who, everyday people, like, say, for example, if you and we went to go audition for a movie, which I wouldn't do, but if I did, and then I got sexually abused by one of the directors, would my voice get the recognition that Rose McGowan and Elisa Milano and all those other people, that Gwyneth Paltrow, all those other people, they came out and said, Harvey Weinstein did this to me and Harvey Weinstein did that. He's now in jail for X amount of years. But like I'm saying, if it was everyday people, would we have been able to get a movement off the ground called Me Too or hashtag Me Too? Fuck no. The press would have just gone, well, okay.
There's a lot
whatever.
More, and you and I can talk about this a long time.
Yeah, we can.
I have a very, very I mean, I can share it. I don't care. I experienced part of what we're talking about.
Yep.
With different situations when it came to jumping into acting or modeling, and way back in the day, many years ago. And what's really freaking funny is my intuition always went off.
Yeah.
Way before anything had ever happened. And I had no guidance. I was very, very blessed, because if that would have happened to me, who knows how I would have really, really ended up.
Yeah.
But what I think about the Me Too movement, part of it was really frustrating. And the part that was frustrating for me was I spent every day in my 20s and early 30s. I orchestrated ways. I never slept with anybody in business or did any sort of naughty anything. I was never, but believe me, was I put into a place where I should? Many times.
Far out.
Many times. But and they actually had control over my contract. But I was able to not be put. I was lucky, I guess. So yes, a big part of it I see, but a big part of it I don't see is men that say, "Well, why can't I? Well, now I can't golf with women anymore."
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? I don't even like to golf that much. I had golfed with you all those years for that contract, and I spent all that time drinking wine with you and talking business on the side with slightly having fun. And now you're afraid of women because of the Me Too movement. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, you know, like I just hate the fact that there are people out there, like everyday people, who don't get to have a voice if they're sexualized or they're sexually abused, or well, sexualized means that, sorry. You know what I mean? Like they're sexually harassed, you know, oh, go to the police go, oh, we need witnesses, we need proof, we need documentation. Yeah, if you're a celebrity, fucking hell, man, the cops are on your doorstep to take reports, find the person, arrest them,
Well,
charge them.
it's both ways too, I think, don't you? Because a lot of celebrities, they don't want the nostalgia like next to it.
True.
And I have a friend who's actually a very, very well known name in modeling. And how old were we? Shoot. So I was like 18 and she
Mm.
was 24.
Yeah.
And we were actually like she's very spiritual like me. Like she's very much like me. We're no longer I actually I need to reach out to her. And she was actually somebody who pretty much told me, don't do this. Don't
Mm.
go with them. She's like, get your degree and go home.
Yeah.
And then she never answered my phone.
She never answered you what, sorry?
I'd call her to try to like reconnect. And
Yeah.
like never answered.
Mm.
But I know she's alive because I can look her up. You
Yeah.
know, like she told me to just let go of that part of my thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't good. And she's talking about modeling and just because I mean I was very sweet. I was a nice person.
You still are.
I am a nice person, but I mean like I was a very like naive nice person.
Yeah. When I was about 15, before I had the crooked, well, my teeth have always been crooked, but I was offered a modelling gig, and my dad goes, "You're not doing that. You end up in Playboy." Um, I'm
Well, no,
15. No, not 15. I was much younger. So, like,
there's
thanks,
no
Dad.
nip, there's no nips and JJ. There's it's very like
Mm. Well, I always, when I was about 21, I actually wanted to do a nude shoot just so I could see what I looked like, and then I changed my mind pretty freaking quick. Now, what I want to do is, I want to get pictures of yourself and other people that I consider very dear friends. I want to get pictures just of their eyes, and then I can like enlarge them and put them all around my house. Because I actually like
cool.
I've the pictures that I used to have a profile picture and it was just my eyes when I had the Studio 2000 pictures taken, and I loved it. But I don't know. I just find that weird. I'm weird like that. I like pictures of eyes.
That's okay. Hey, sweetie, I gotta run to bed. I gotta go to
No,
bed.
that's right. Get some sleep, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll message you later and tell you that thing that I was going to tell you before, but I'll tell you in Messenger like later on. All right. Sweet dreams, honey. Thank you for popping up.
Good night.
Love you.
Love you too,
Bye.
babe. Bye.
Bye, darling. That was Jet's mum, ladies and gentlemen. My husband said he would with Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel. I know that name. I just don't know from what. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you guys felt abandoned when Jet's mum was up here. I'm so sorry. It's just that when someone's on panel and they're talking about something as serious as Jet's mum was, I need to give my undivided attention. So I do apologise for that. I don't know who Colin Firth is. I'm so sorry. But like, no, like I said, you know, there's just so many things. Like I said, the Me Too movement, it's like it was great. But like I said, if I tried to do a Me Too movement about, say, cyberbullying, would I get a hashtag blah blah after me? No. But yeah, so am I, Bubsy. It was good. She broke the ice a little bit, so to speak. But no, it was good. But I just think that what needs to happen is that, you know, I want people to if they're going through something horrible or they've been through something horrible, you know, please don't be afraid to speak up. It might be hard, you know, but oh yes, I don't like him. I don't like Colin Firth. Ugh. Thank you for that, Donnie. I don't like him very much, sorry. Exactly. You know, and that's why when I say on my chat, like on here, I always say that if you've got something you want to talk about, please, and you want to come up on my panel and talk about it, excuse me, as bad as it might be, you don't have to show your face. If you want to come up here and you don't actually even want to use the screen name you'd use, when you're backstage, you could actually change your name. The only thing I ask you to do is that before you do that, find a way, like my email is in my about me shit, about my channel. If you wish to come up and ever discuss a situation that you've gone through, or you want to talk about something that's very dear to your heart, and like I said, you don't want people knowing it's you, please feel free to email me and let me know. And then if you want to change your name when you're up here, you can. So then that way, if there's people out there who don't know what your voice sounds like, you know, you're very welcome to do that. Yes. So I'm sorry to keep doing this to you, Kerry, but it's just hard sometimes to read things. Media talk about celebs. They went to TV and other violence. No. Yeah. Yes. Mm. It's just, you see, the thing is, though, you don't really hear about men defending women's honours much these days, and I think that's why it's probably been blown out of proportion. But like I said, if that was someone else, if that was, like I said to Jet's mum, if that was a woman that was saying that stuff, would Will Smith have had the same reaction? You know, I know that sounds really horrible, and I'm sorry if any of you do take offence to that, but it makes me wonder. You know, like if Rebel Wilson, if she was up there and she had said that about what do you call it, about Jada, would Will Smith have gone up and slapped her? And then when he sat back down and verbally say, "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth," would he have done the same thing to her? I don't think so. Because I can guarantee that if he had done that to a woman, he would have been escorted from the building, he would have been kicked out, yada, yada, yada. He wouldn't have gotten away with it. It would be so much worse. And he wouldn't have done it. That's right, Bubsy. He wouldn't have done that. But you know what I mean? Because it was a male hitting another male, as much as I might sound horrible saying, oh, this is a black man hitting a black man. Where's the racist in that? You know, like, where's it known as being racist for that? I don't get it. Makes absolutely fuck all sense to me. Sorry, guys. Give me one sec. Lost something I thought I dropped, and I didn't actually drop it. Oh, well, never mind. I thought I dropped something, and I didn't. Which is a good thing. But I am going to call it a night soon, ladies and gentlemen, because I've got to do something for my din-dins, even though it's nearly 9 o'clock at night, so I probably won't worry about dinner now. I know you wouldn't, Kerry. Yeah, well, I think, and the thing that I was trying to say before Jet's mum changed subject onto her friend and her bit of her life story, which I didn't know about. It's very interesting, though, that, what was I going to say? I can't even remember what I was going to say now, and I had it in the tip of my tongue. That's annoying. I can't think of it. But it just makes me angry that this has been blown way out of proportion. I think that they just need to leave Will Smith alone and just let it go. As simple as that. But it won't be let go of anytime soon, I'm sorry to report, ladies and gentlemen, because there are people out there who want to continue thinking that this is, gossip, this is news, this is great. But it's not, because it's disgusting and it's not very good behaviour by Will Smith under any circumstances. But sorry guys, I just pretty much dropped my ashtray all over me. Because that's what I'm good at, Oh well. Sorry for that. As I took lost the fucking ash off me. But no, all right, now here's a question for all of you guys that you might not want to answer, but you can, and feel free to if you want to. You don't, like I said, you don't have to. Do you think that Will Smith should surrender his award? In other words, give it up, like return it back to the Academy and give it to someone else. That's what I would like to know. Should he give it back? I don't. Hang on. No, of course. There you go. So people do agree with me at times. Very rare, man. I love when people agree with me. I don't think you should have to give it back either. But okay. Oh man. What was I going to say? Fuck. Don't you hate it when that happens though? You have this thing you want to say, but then you can't remember what it is. And then when and I can guarantee it that I'll remember it the moment I hit end on this live. And the thing that sucks, as soon as you hit end, hang on, sorry, Will Smith deserves that Oscar. If he gives it back, or it's stolen. It's unfair on movie director. Yeah, I agree. Exactly. It's for his hard work, But as I was saying before, Jet's mum popped up here. Not everybody follows Will Smith on fucking Instagram. Like I said, I had an Instagram for about half an hour and I got fucking sick of it. The worst thing about it though is that I still have people sending me requests to join, to follow me on Instagram. It's okay. Don't be sorry, Bubsy. Stop saying sorry. It's fine. But no, like I said, I just think that, I don't follow Will Smith on any social media whatsoever. So it comes down to if, like I said, who would have, apart from the people obviously that follow Will Smith, who would have actually seen that apology that would have actually wanted him to apologize? And did he apologize because he was worried what was going to happen? Because at the end of the day, you're defending your wife, as you say. Why should you apologize for that? Okay, so who's in here? I've got 11 people watching, which is awesome. Thank you very much to all 11 of you. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. I'm sorry. Okay, here's the thing though. I'm so sorry if you guys get bored on my channel at any time. Thank you, Donnie. Like I said, it comes down to the fact that, like I said, I went through not sexual, so don't think that, but I went through childhood abuse, you know what I mean? And when I got my first serious boyfriend, I went through abuse with him, and it comes down to the fact that I didn't have a voice then. At the end of the day, because it's been so long, I don't have a voice now. But there are times where it's like there are things out there that happen and it triggers me, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it. Mhm. I just think it's very, very sad. In a nutshell, it's very, very fucking sad. The fact that Chris Rock gets slapped and the whole fucking press is talking about it for days and days, and no doubt weeks on weeks and months. And I can just see what's going to happen when what's going to happen next year if Will Smith ever does get another acting role, because who knows, this might have like quenched it, like sealed his career in the dirt, so to speak. If he gets another role and he's up for another Oscar, what's going to happen? You know, what's going to happen if someone else decides to make a wisecrack at him going, oh, Will, you're not going to come up and slap me for saying something, are you? Excuse me. You know what I mean? This is going to be a running joke for everybody for fucking years to come. And it's just really fucked up that that happens, you know? A guy gets slapped by another guy. Oh, no. Let's make it world news. Like, I'm not interested in any of it, personally. Is that, Bubsy, is that your channel? Bubsy, I don't know that link that you posted, sweetheart. Oh, you want me to listen to that? Okay, I will when the live chat's back up. Send it to me in PM as well, please. Because sometimes the live chat doesn't actually like load until the next day. So if you can send that to me. Okay, which it's Evanescence. Okay, what song by them, Dale? Let me know the song, because there's certain songs by Evanescence that actually make me cry. So yeah, some of the songs I don't listen to. So please let me know when what the song's called. I know there's My Immortal. That one makes me cry. Wake Me Up When You're Sober. That one makes me cry. Hear My Voice. Okay, I'll listen to it, but like I said, please send it to me in PM, and then I can listen to it straight after and let you know what I think. Please. But like I said, you know, I am going to call it a night, guys, because I do need to do a few things before I go to bed. But thank you, all of you, for being in here, and for your support that you've all shown me one way or another. You know, whether you've been in here once, twice, dozen times, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I keep saying thank you because I want you all to know that it means a lot to me that you take time out of your morning, day, evening to spend oh, that would be amazing. Kerry, Kerry, where are you from? Because I'm sorry if that, you don't have to say exactly, but just say, if you put it this way, Kerry, are you in Australia? I would love to see Evanescence and Within Temptation perform together. That would be amazing, because Within Temptation sings so many beautiful, beautiful songs. And my best friend of all time introduced UK tour. Lucky. Take lots of pictures, please. I don't think we're friends on Facebook, but please send lots of pictures. But like I said, you know, I think that my best friend of all time, forever and a day, this person will be my best friend. Oh yes, please, please do, Kerry. I would absolutely love that. Thank you, darling. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But like I said, it comes down to, there are so many artists out there who are amazing. Like I said, Within Temptation. When I first heard Within Temptation, I honestly thought the lead singer of Within Temptation was the girl from Evanescence. And then my best friend and I had a wager. It was whoever's right, but he already knew the answer. So it was like, whoever wins the bet has to buy the booze for that night, and I lost. And I then said, but I've got no money, so he had to buy it. It was only like a carton of beer, but it was on a hot day. There's nothing better than a nice cold beer. But I see it as I won't be drinking that anytime soon because I want to try and lose my podge and continue doing what. I hate when the fact that you don't follow certain people on Twitter, yet you still get notification for their shit. I only follow one person on Twitter, and that's Delta Goodrum. I might be just weird like that. Yeah, Within Temptation. If you get a chance to, Bubsy, if you haven't heard them, they've got this concert on YouTube. I'll send it to you when you send me that song. I'll send you the concert. It's the Black Symphony, and they sing so many beautiful songs. There's the song like Truth Beneath the Rose, All I Need, Angels, From Where You Are, I think it is. I'll Find You, whatever it's called. They Within Temptation also sing. Yeah, I will. I'll see if I can find the full concert. And that's the first well, not the first, but the only concert of the band that my best friend introduced me to. And when he did, I was in tears with most of their songs because they are just such beautiful people. And it's All right, guys. I am going to call it a night. But if you like, I'll pop back on the weekend at some point. Okay, for those who don't know the song by Delta Goodrum, How Do I Break It? I Can't Break It to My Heart. Please go listen to it because it is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Well, all of Delta's songs are beautiful, and I love it a bit. So if any of you out there ever, I'm going to be real bossy here. If any of you ever get the opportunity to meet her, please get her autograph for me. That would be, I will do, Bubsy. All right, guys, all of you take care. And thank you again. Like I said, thank you for joining me tonight. And okay. Okay, I'll see if I can find it. Thanks, Kerry. All right, no worries, guys. Well, until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of the people you love. And remember to tell people that you care about them, because you never know what tomorrow can bring at the end of the day. And until next time, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Love you all. Bye.